What's up, guys? I hope that you're having an amazing day today. So as you guys saw, we are going to be making some mouth-watering chicken Alfredo today. Y'all, this was so good, so just stay tuned. Once we get our hands washed, we're going to go ahead and clean our thin-cut chicken breast. Once we're done washing the chicken breast off, we will pat them dry with a paper towel just to allow the seasonings to stick to the chicken instead of the water droplets. To get our chicken seasoned, we will be using some Lari seasoning salt, some black pepper, some onion powder, some accent seasoning, some Creole Tony seasoning, as well as some chili powder. Now, if you don't have all of these seasonings, or if you want to use other seasonings, you can definitely feel free to swap out as you choose. We decided to add a few drops of hot sauce to the chicken breast as well. This does not make the chicken spicy, it just adds a nice flavor to it and takes it to the next level. Trust me. Now we're going to go ahead and prepare our flour so that we can get the chicken fried. So we are just pouring some flour into a Tupperware container, and then we're going to season the flour with the same seasonings that we used on the chicken so that the breading can have the same delicious flavor as the chicken does. Now we're just going to stir up the flour to make sure that we get the seasonings fully incorporated. Now we're going to go ahead and start our water to get our noodles boiled. So I am going to add in a few drops of oil into my pasta water, and I just do this to prevent my noodles from sticking together because sometimes I'm in another room while I'm cooking or I'm multitasking, and this just prevents me from ruining my meal. So once you have the oil added, you can go ahead and add your noodles. We are using some bow tie noodles today, but you can use any noodles you would like. And we are actually going to salt the pasta water as well, just to add some additional flavor to the pasta. Now you want to take some heavy whipping cream or some half and half and pour it into a pot. You can pour this into a pot on medium-low heat, and you just want to allow the heavy whipping cream to warm up. While we're heating our heavy whipping cream, we're going to go ahead and take our canola oil and get that heated up on medium heat so that we can fry our chicken breast. Now we're taking 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're just going to add that directly into our heavy whipping cream, and we're going to start building this Alfredo sauce. Now here's where you can be a little more creative at. We're using Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago shaved cheese. Now you can choose whatever combination of cheeses that you would like here. However, I find that Parmesan cheese, mozzarella, and really all of the white cheeses taste better together in an Alfredo pasta than a yellow cheese. But again, you can make this into whatever you would like for it to be, so definitely be creative with this step. Guys, we decide to use shaved cheese whenever we can find it, just because it does melt faster and it makes it way easier to make the Alfredo sauce, just because the cheese is melting evenly when you use the shaved cheese. Also, if you can use some freshly grated cheese, that will make your meal a lot more delicious, and it would taste a lot fresher than if you use the packaged cheese. But guys, if all you can find is the packaged cheese, or if you don't have a cheese grater, it's still going to be good with the packaged cheese. The concept of making this Alfredo sauce is really similar to how you make gravy. So you don't want to allow the cheese to just sit in the bottom of the skillet. You want the cheese to melt and be incorporated into the heavy whipping cream to form the Alfredo sauce. So you do want to melt the cheese on a lower heat setting. That's why I said use medium-low heat, because it doesn't heat the heavy whipping cream up too much. So you just want to keep stirring this, keep mixing it. Once you have your first batch of cheese melted completely, you can go ahead and add some more cheese, and you'll just continue to stir this until your cheese is completely melted. Also guys, I did want to inform you, if you do make this sauce and you need some more sauce but you don't have any more heavy whipping cream or half and half, you can definitely add some milk into this sauce, and it will still be a great texture and consistency. And you can stretch that sauce without going out to the store and getting some more heavy whipping cream. Now that my cheese is fully melted into the heavy whipping cream, my Alfredo sauce is done. So you can go ahead and turn the heat down on this to a low heat, and we are going to go ahead and drain our noodles. Once we place our noodles in the Alfredo sauce, I just stir the noodles up and make sure I get them fully coated in the Alfredo sauce. Now during this step, if you notice that your sauce is a little watery, such as like mine is actually, it's okay, because the pasta noodles will absorb some of that sauce, and it will also thicken the sauce in the process. However, if it does not thicken the sauce up enough for you, you can actually add more cheeses during this step as well and melt that cheese, and that will also thicken your sauce. This is also the step where I season my Alfredo pasta. So I am adding a little Old Bay seasoning as well as some Cajun seasoning, and I'm just going to stir that into my pasta as well. Now, I know you guys saw the broccoli that I had in the video earlier. This would have been the step where I would have added in some broccoli or either some spinach, but my broccoli was expired, so I didn't get to add it in, unfortunately. But if you have some mushroom or spinach, some broccoli or some asparagus, you can even add in some bell peppers. I would add some red and green bell peppers into this. Do whatever you would like. It's going to be so good because the sauce is amazing. Now for the last step, guys, we're going to go ahead and place our thin cut chicken breast in that seasoned flour, and we're going to shake that up in our Tupperware container and get that chicken breast fully coated. Once you have that done, go ahead and place this in your oil that we heated up earlier. These chicken breasts will be done in about 10 minutes. So at the 5-minute mark, you can go ahead and flip them onto the other side. However, if you like your chicken extra crispy like I do, you can add an additional 5 minutes and just flip them in 1-minute intervals for the remainder of the cook time. This is looking good, y'all. I'm at the 5-minute mark now, so I just flipped this chicken over once, and this is what I got. So you see this nice golden brown color. You can see my seasoning stuck to that chicken, just looking nice and juicy and ready for this pasta. Look at that other side. This just looks so good. The noodles have been soaking up that Alfredo sauce for 15 minutes now, and it is looking fantastic. Once you can no longer resist the smells in your kitchen or the visual of this perfect looking chicken, you can go ahead and remove it from the oil and just place it to the side for about 3 minutes and allow it to rest. We decided to slice these chicken breasts into strips, and we placed it directly on top of our pasta, but you can leave it in the fillet form if you like that as well. So that's it, guys. I served this alongside with some breadsticks and we were good to go. It was so good. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know down below in the comments if you try this dish and how it turns out for you guys. And as always, have an amazing day and stay blessed.